On the roadside, mounted on posts, skulls with crossbones. Whatever the intent of these gruesome signs, they served as a warning to a group of Muslims trying to retrieve bodies from the predominantly Christian area. And a few kilometres further on, 3 bodies by the roadside, one of them a young child. The burial party claims these people were trying to escape from Christian youths last Tuesday from the village of Giero, when they were attacked with machetes. Hausa Muslims blame Christian Birams for this killing and other deaths. Christians in turn blame the Hausas for attacks in which Birams have died. No one knows the overall number of deaths, and both sides have differing versions on the cause. They agree it all started in a dispute over this house in a mainly Christian district. It was destroyed in 2008 violence, and its Muslim owner started to rebuild it last Sunday. One of a large group of helpers says this is what he saw.
Unfortunately, some people, group of youths, came that building will not continue.
He claimed a Hausa boy was then beaten up by Christians.
Right? So when he now came to his people, and the people saw the blood in him, and they were angry.
The Biram Christians claim the Hausas attacked a woman and the fighting started. Nearby, an evangelical church service was going on. The pastor says he only just managed to get his congregation to safety before his church was burned down by the Hausas.
There were already Muslim guys that have blocked our way to our entrance here. So we could not follow this place. We tried to escape by following narrow ways here.
Hours later, the police commissioner made this statement.
Some Muslim youths who, without any kind of provocation whatsoever, started attacking people who were worshipping.
Mr. Anyating was accused of inflaming the crisis by hastily blaming one side in his statement. What followed was 2 days of escalating violence inside and outside the city. The commissioner has since been removed from his post.
There is something sinister behind all these things, because a police commissioner is supposed to be for all.
Control of security was taken away from state police when the army moved in. There have been claims by Muslims and some Christians that officers sympathetic to either side have been involved in the killings. But this prominent Biram Christian elder says the army deployment is Muslim-dominated and wrong.
I'm talking about conflict here. The conflict here is an imposition of Hausa Fulani rule on the majority of the people of Plateau State. And the announcement that police should go out and allow the military to take control is a military coup d'etat on Plateau State.
While the police say they've made more than 300 arrests so far, the exact workings of an overall inquiry are unclear. Allegations of police involvement are unanswered. The acting police commissioner couldn't speak to us, and the state governor was unavailable for comment. If proven, the allegations from both the Hausa Muslim community and the Christian Birams call for immediate action from the federal government. There's no doubt that a thorough, independent inquiry at the highest level is needed. Religion has been used as a facade in a tribal dispute over land, along with economic and political power. Bringing a lasting peace looks harder now than it ever has done. Andrew Simmons, Al Jazeera, Jos, Nigeria.
Well, Larry, I put some of the allegations in Andrew's report there to Nigeria's Interior Minister, Dr. Shettima Mustafa. He denied the army was involved in any of the killings in Jos.
It's absolutely false. You see, under this kind of situation, naturally people will start peddling rumors that they think is in their favor. But the truth of the matter is that the Nigerian military is trained in such a way that they are supra to ethnic, religious, and some of these negative sentiments. And when they have the order, it doesn't matter whether the man is a Muslim or Christian or non-believer, they will obey the orders given to them by the superior. And in any case, they have sworn to the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. So all these things about the army has taken side and so on, right now they are in charge.
But do they have a Muslim majority in the army?
Well, that I wouldn't know, and I wouldn't say, because don't forget I was the Minister of Defense until about 6 months ago, and I'm not willing to tell the world Whether our soldiers are predominantly Muslim or not, that's not for this interview.
Is it not the case that the movement of the troops have been restricted so they don't get dragged into the clashes between the Muslims and the Christians?
No, that's not true. The point is, if they are in charge, they are asked to take care of the security, naturally they will restrict the movement of people, free movement, and unless it becomes necessary for them to move, they will have to stand at the places where they are supposed to guard.
OK, nevertheless, these accusations have been made. Will there be some kind of government-led inquiry to see what the role of the army was in all this?
No, that I wouldn't say so, because the President has just left for Jos, or is about leaving for Jos, and after his assessment of the situation, then it will be the decision of government whether to put an inquiry into the event, not the military or the police, into the event or not. But in any case, I want to assure you that the feeling of government is that there are too many inquiries into these kind of situations. The government will rather implement what is available than to start all over to inquiries.
Do you think that this violence is a result just of religious differences, or is it also to do with land grabs and political power?
No, honestly, my own personal view is that religion happens to be a victim of the circumstance. I think people have other grudges, but because the religion is the cheapest commodity to use in this kind of situation, I think they are using it. Otherwise, I don't think it's religious. I think it's predominantly something else. But like I said, religion is cheap, so they used it.